First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. After a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early. Here we go. Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos.
Hooker on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards now on the line, first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Ready,
so the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And for the Lions touchdown. Denzel Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Back out there to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was cut also by the defense.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Moore, the man in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. This one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage. Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Fields now to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Herbert powering up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields completes it left side to Tyler Lewis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll toss it out right to Herbert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. Cut. Hey, Ken.
On second down, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now throw incomplete.
Until he was rolling out in his car. He keeps a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Left is Fields. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Well, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Hurt.
Adams the man in motion right. First down throw here. It's Hooker. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Trying Williams, and it's second down. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Come on.
Second and 10. Here's Hooker. It's caught here by Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Bears 3.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go, son.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
All right.
Well, right here, this is Deontay Foreman. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right.
From the 50, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, this is Lewis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's there.
A handoff for Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 11 now. From the gun, here's Fields. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick around the ball for that, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing. It should be an entertaining battle anytime he takes and runs in the second half of this contest.
Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by a Futu Melifonwu.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
37-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Hooker now off play action. Downfield. He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Cardinal.
Throwing. Hooker. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Cowboy 80. Reload.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
3.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Gibbs again. And he stepped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
One play action. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
Again, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down. Here's Fields. That'll be caught by Foreman. And they'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, left side here for Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it's started with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now Hooker. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gibbs straight ahead. And a few little style points but not much room to maneuver after that. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here we go, Zach.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're on a blast out there playing against him today.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete.
Too soon for the passing game. Things just not clicking. The Suns back on track with a completion for New York's for the first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On the option right is Fields. The Lions hopefully now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
On fourth down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Hooker's throw here caught by Mims. Already out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Ready.
Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A give, right side for Gibbs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Alert! Alert!
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Hooker now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Andrew Billings forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he'll be out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's going to take it in for a touchdown. David Montgomery, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
An extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Patterson back out there to send this one away.
return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
There he goes left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
It's there. Hey, Ken.
Now Fields. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately,
and those two just have been in sync this far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And a nice job to break free of the one tackle, but slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Foreman powering ahead. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Hand off right side for Herbert.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus? Tackling the runner for a loss.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
Forced out to his left.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Herbert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jack Campbell, a first-round pick there on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9. Toss play, Herbert. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Fields changing the play. They'll look to throw.
Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready.
Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Ready, right?
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets it to the 32, getting that for a first down. Able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
Let's go
You have
now.
to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Viking 18, Warrior 70. Rig alert, rig alert.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Bradley 60.
On 2nd down, Hooker.
The ball was tipped and thrown incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball, batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And down the right side. Well, he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups. 1 yard. Run blitz there defensively. Something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a bootleg with Hooker. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down at the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Hooker. Under pressure, they got him again. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback He's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On third down, here's Gibbs. So they're really a little cautious there on third and low.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes second down. Here's Fields. To the right side, he's got more control. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's first and 10. Now Fields. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's second and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. All eyes on Fields. The full left side taken in by Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Here we go, Scott.
Now first and goal. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
And they use your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline.
Sammy Sideline, you know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. He's back to throw. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
I think he looks at it as he can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. Keep firing.
Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert. A touchdown run there from a yard out. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt.